clergyman.
The clerk.
The undertaker.
And the chief mourner.
Ebenezer Scrooge signed it.
And his name's put up at the exchange for anything he puts his hand to.
Old Marley was dead as a doornail.
Mind you, I don't mean to say of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail.
I might be inclined, for myself, to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade.
There is no doubt that Marley was dead.
Now this must be clearly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story we're going to relate.
So I repeat emphatically, Jacob Marley was dead as a doornail. Did he believe it dead?
Of course he did. How could it be otherwise?
Scrooge had been partners for, don't know how many years.
Scrooge was his sole administrator, his sole executor, his sole assign, his sole residuary legatee, his sole friend.
And his sole mourner.
And even Scrooge was not so dreadfully cut up by the sad event.
He was an excellent man of business on the very day of the funeral and solemnised it with an undoubted bargain.
He's a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, is Scrooge.
Hard and sharp as flint.
For which no steel ever struck out in generous fire.
Secret and self-contained.
The solitary's an oyster.
The cold within him freezes his old features, stiffens his gait, makes his eyes red and his thin lips blue.
And speaks out clearly in his grating voice.
He carries his low temperature everywhere about him.
He ices his office in the dog days and thaws it not 1 degree at Christmas.
No one ever stops him in the street to say,
My dear Scrooge, how are you?
When will you come to see me?
no beggar's ever informed to bestow a trifle.
The children ask him what o'clock it is.
Even the blind man's dog seems to know him.
And pulls its owner away as though to say,
No eye at all is better than the evil eye of Scrooge.
He passes behind our backs like a cold shiver.
to edge his way along the crowded paths of life, as if warning all human sympathy to keep its distance.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is not Scrooge.
Scrooge and Marley.
Scrooge won't have Marley's name painted out.
Why go to the expense?
Some may call him Scrooge, and some Marley.
It makes no difference, so long as their credit's good and they can pay on the mail.
Or the coffin nail, perhaps?
Of all the good days in the year on Christmas Eve, Scrooge sits busy in his counting house.
Jacob Marley has been dead a good 7 years.
It's cold, bleak, biting weather, foggy with all.
Scrooge can hear the people in the court outside go wheezing up and down.
Beating their hands upon their breasts.
And stamping their feet upon the paving stones to warm them.
The city clocks have just gone 3. It's dark already. It hasn't been light all day.
The fog comes pouring in through every chink and keyhole.
Scrooge sits with his door open, so that he may keep an eye upon his clerk, who in a dismal little cell beyond
A sort of hang.
Is copying letters.
Scrooge has a very small fire.
But the clerk's fire is so much smaller that it looks like one coal.
What is it, Cratchit?
Could you see your way clear, Mr. Scrooge? In your great generosity, sir, to spare me a few coals for my fireplace, which is now empty, sir.
No, I could not see my way clear. And if you come in here again, Cratchit, making such exorbitant demands, then you and I must part company. Is that what you want?
Oh, not at all, Mr. Scrooge. By no means. Thank you for your time, sir.
The clerk put on his comforter and tried to warm himself at the family.
In which office, not being a man of strong imagination, he failed.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Ah, humbug.
He had so heated himself in walking through the fog and frost, this nephew of Scrooge's, that he's all in a glow.
Christmas, Uncle. You don't mean that, surely?
I do. Merry Christmas. What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then, what right do you have to be so dismal? You're original.
Humbug.
Don't be angry, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools? Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas.
Uncle.
Nephew, let me keep Christmas in my way and you can keep it in yours.
You keep it, but Uncle, you don't keep it.
Very well. Let me leave it out then. What good it has ever done you.
There are many things I would not buy, Uncle, but I believe Christmas is a good time. Kind, forgiving, pleasant, shout the time. So, Uncle, Christmas will never put a scrap of gold or silver into my pocket, but I believe to do me good and will do me good. So I say, God bless us.
One more sound out of you, Cratchit, and I'll give you a surprise Christmas present. Instant dismissal without a reference. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be cross. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Don't insult my intelligence. What waste the day singing silly songs and stuffing down pudding and playing hunt the slipper with a pack of spoiled little brats. Seeing you in hell would be a pleasant alternative.
But why? Why?
Why did you get married, nephew?
So I fell in love, Uncle.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you, and I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
So with all my heart and so resolute, there's never any point in type in the party of. So I've made a trial promise to Christmas, and I will keep my Christmas promise to the last. Well, Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon.
Happy New Year.
Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Yes, my...
Stand with their hats off in Scrooge's office.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas.
A Merry Christmas.
Bedlamites.
Scrooge and Marley, we believe.
Have we the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley died 7 years ago. He died 7 years ago this very night.
And we have no doubt that his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
At the ominous word liberality, Scrooge frowned, shook his head, and gave the portly gentleman back his credentials.
We are representatives of the Society for the Relief of Poverty.
Are you indeed?
The Ragged Children's Clothing Charity.
The relief of starvation on the city streets.
The Gentlewomen's provision of simple fare for the deserving poor.
Humbug.
At this festive time of the year, Mr. Scrooge, is Scrooge, is it not?
It is Scrooge.
Yes, Mr. Marley's deceased. You said so.
Unfortunately, deceased.
Yes. This season of the year, it's more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and homeless.
Who suffer greatly at this present time.
Many are in want of common necessities, sir.
Hundreds are in want of common comfort, sir.
The poor people.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
The beggars.
Alas, yes, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons, sir.
And the workhouse still in full operation?
It is, sir, yes.
And the pool or and the treadmill still turning nicely, I hope?
It's very busy, sir.
Glad to hear it. I was afraid from what you said something had happened to those admirable institutions.
But they scarcely give Christmas cheer to the multitudes.
Well, at this season of the year, want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices.
How much shall we put you down for?
Nothing.
We understand.
Yes, an anonymous donation, very generous.
A modest benefactor, Mr. Scrooge, who would do good by stealth.
And doesn't wish to see his name published.
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I support the poorhouse, and the treadmill, and the jail. They cost enough in all conscience. Let those who are so badly off make use of such luxuries.
Many would rather die, sir, than go to the poorhouse.
If that's what they prefer, by all means let them do it. And why not decrease the surplus population? It's not my business if they'd rather die. It's enough for a man to understand his own business, and mine occupies me continually. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon.
Seeing it would be useless to pursue their quest further.
The portly gentleman withdrew.
admitted the fact to the expectant Carr.
I suppose you'll be wanting the day off tomorrow?
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not quite convenient. More than that, it's not fair. You soon start squealing. If I stopped you half a crown, I'll be bound. You take yourself ill-used. Well, don't you think I'm ill-used, having to pay for you lying idle?
Christmas is but once a year, sir, and
So you can pick a man's pocket every 25th of December? Your excuse. And you'll be wanting the whole day, I suppose, eh? We'll make sure you're 2 hours earlier next morning, when sanity returns to the world. That's all I've got to say. Happy birthday!
Always peeping, sliding down out of a gothic window into the wall.
Strikes the hours and quarters with tremulous vibrations afterwards.
As if its teeth are shuddering in its frozen head up there.
The cold becomes intense.
The brightness of the shops, where holly sprigs and berries crackle in the lamp heat of the windows.
Make pale faces ruddy as they pass.
Scrooge has read his newspaper and regales the evening with his favourite reading,
His bank statement.
Bob Cratchit, the long ends of his comforter dangling below his waistcoat.
for he boasts no greatcoat.
Goes down the sliding cornhill 20 times.
Hooray! In honour of its being Christmas Eve.
He's going home to bed.
He lives in the dusty rooms under the hum of his dead partner.
In a gloomy pile of a building, up a yard where it had no business to be.
The yard is so dark that even Scrooge, who knows its every stone, has to grope with his hands.
By the way, the door knocker.
In fact, there's nothing particular about the door knocker, except that it's very large.
Scrooge has seen it every night and every morning.
So can anyone explain why Scrooge can see,
Having his key in the lock,
Should see.
not a knocker, but
with a dismal light about it,
Glowing in the dark like a bad lobster.
though the eyes are open, they do not move.
that and its livid colour make it horrible.
Horrible.
Jacob, darling. That you, Jacob, the old partner? Why come bothering me now? You get us a coffee now, remember?
It's a knocker again.
That's better, Jacob. Never there at all, were you? If you had been there, I'd have expected to see that cursed pigtail sticking out behind. No pigtail, and therefore no Jacob. Quod erect demonstrandum. So as far as all night workers and ghosts go, it's humbug. Poop poop. Everything as it should be. Nobody under the chair.
A small fire in the grate.
Spoon and basin, ready for the little saucepan of gruel up on the hob. In the closet,
Nobody in his dressing gown, which is hanging in a suspicious attitude against the wall.
Quite satisfied, Scrooge sits down in front of the fire to take his gruel.
it's a very low fire. Nothing on such a bitter night.
He is obliged to sit over it and brood over it before he can extract the least sensation of warmth from such a handful of fuel.
Who slams the door?
Attract chains when there's no prison thereabouts. Footsteps.
Scrooge never held the stair carpet.
So he can hear the footsteps on the stairs.
not.
You doubt your senses?
Oh, yes, I do. Just little things upset them. How do I know you're not a mere indigestion? A hard gristle of chocolate, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of undercooked potato. Stomach upset. Oh, gravy, the graveyard, that's you. Stomach upset. You see this toothpick?
I do.
You're not looking at it.
I see it all the same.
Well, I have but to swallow this to be persecuted for the rest of my days. Persecuted by legions of restless spirits and hobgoblins. Stomach upset. What do you say about that?
Ah!
Never apparition, why do you trouble me?
Man of my mind, do you believe in me or not?
Suppose I do. I've got no choice, have I? But, Jacob, why are you bothering me now? What's the purpose of this visit? It's late and I've been working hard.
I'm here to warn you, Ebenezer Scrooge. Learn from me. My spirit never walked farther than our counting house. It never rolled beyond our money-making hole. I am doomed to roam the world, to look what I could have shared on in life, and turn to happiness.
Jacob, you were always a good businessman.
Was he not enough? It was not...
But Jacob, I'm not so flowery now, and why are you wearing that chain?
I wear the chain I made in life. I made it link by link, yard by yard. I made it all the time I was making money and forgot the poor.
You have to travel every day wearing that?
Would you see the length of this strong chain that you will bear? It was as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago, and you have burned on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Be hard on me, Jacob, but must be comfort to me.
I have none to offer. I cannot linger any longer. I have little time to deal with you.
Oh, Jacob, don't be hard on me. I beg you. Not too flowery, mind.
In this time of the rolling years, when I did wander through the world with my fellow men.
Oh, that's flowery, Jacob. Very flowery indeed.
I'm here to warn you, to give you a chance to escape my fate, to give you hope.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. That's very kind of you. I could do with a little hope right now.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the hope you spoke of?
It is.
Oh, then I think I'd rather do without it.
Expect the first one tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I have all 3 at once? Get them over and done with, that nasty medicine.
And the second on the 3rd night, and the 3rd on the night after. And when Mother last 12 midnight never more. Remember, look to see me no more, Jacob. Look to see me no more. And remember me. Remember me. Remember me.
The air is filled with candles, hurrying hither and thither in restless haste.
So what, I wonder? Had a long night's sleep when I got there, didn't I? Ding dong. 1:45. Must be morning. Dark as hell at Christmas. Ding dong, the hour itself and nothing else. 1 o'clock. Can't be possible.
The curtains on the bed were drawn aside by an invisible hand, and Scrooge, starting up into a half-recumbent attitude,
Found himself face to face with the unearthly visitor who drew them. As close to him as I am to you.
and I am standing in the spirit at your elbow.
Are you the visitor I was told to expect?
I am.
Who are you then?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Oh, no need to stand there so respectful, Spirit. Please be covered and put your cap back on your head.
My cap? You? What you done our life so quickly? You? One of those dim spirits who tried to whip a cap to cover my fame and make the whole world dreary? You? The great fire extinguisher? Don't ask me that.
Oh, don't trouble yourself on my account, Spirit. Please, keep your cap under your arm as far as I am concerned. What exactly is your business with me?
Your welfare.
Oh, thank you, Spirit. I take that very kindly. But as far as my own particular welfare is concerned, good night's sleep might have done some good. A cup of hot tea round about 7, and nice bit of business to bring it off if it wasn't so near Christmas.
Your reclamation, then. Take me.
Why, what exactly?
We shall only find it after a long voyage of discovery. Are you ready to set out with me?
You hardy Spirit, I'm in my nightgown.
No matter.
Oh, where are we we going? Are we going far?
A very long way indeed, as long as you're alive, Scrooge.
Well, where to? How do we travel?
Through the air.
Oh, but I'm not dressed for it. Perhaps if the sharp, cold wind out there, perhaps if I put on a pair of trousers and a greatcoat.
Perhaps in a greatcoat will not be necessary.
Oh, perhaps if I put on a pair of boots then.
No boots neither.
Oh, well, just my slippers then, as I have a nasty cold come upon me. But how do we travel, Spirit?
Through the air.
But I'm a mortal man, and I drop like a stone, and I have a furious fear of high places.
You'll not fall if I touch you. There. Now, rise and walk with me.
I remember this place. This country, I was a boy here.
You remember the road?
Oh, remember it. I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Your lips trembling. What's that on your cheek?
My cheek? Oh, nothing. Just a pimple. Perfectly ordinary pimple, I tell you. I know him.
The school isn't altogether empty. This one lonely boy, been squared by his father, stays on and made to work for his keep. You remember?
I was alone.
Not entirely. Open sesame!
Oh, honey, Bob! Oh, I remember him. Oh, and here's his beautiful slave girl, Morgiana, who helped him boil 40 rubbers in oil. Oh, sound businessman, Arlie. Knew the value of money, and I took over his brother's shop. Oh, Robinson Crusoe! Just as he came to me that afternoon. But the poor man thought he was dreaming, you know, but he wasn't. He was a parrot speaking. Oh, and here comes Friday, running away from his enemies who are going to make a stew out of him. Run, Friday, run! Hoop-a-loo, hoop-a-loo!
To hear Scrooge expending all the earnestness of his nature on such a subject.
In a most extraordinary voice between laughing and crying.
To see his heightened and excited face.
Would have been a surprise to his business friends in the city.
Scrooge! You there, Scrooge? Stop idling there, boy. There's potatoes here for peeling. We didn't keep you on at school so you could read books, you know.
Whoa, sesame!
Scrooge!
Let us see him for Christmas.
Oh, I know him also.
Still alone, and to thank Christmas.
Not reading now. Walking up and down in my cage. His other boys got home for jolly holidays.
Scrooge! Ah, your sister to see you, Scrooge.
Dear brother,
Fan, why are you here?
bring home, home, home.
Home, little Fan. That's not possible.
Yes, it is. Home for good and all. Home forever and ever. Our father's grown much kinder now, and home's changed. Home's like heaven. He spoke kindly to me when I was going to bed. So I began asking if he might come home, and said, yes, my dear brother, yes, he may. So I've been sending the coach to bring him.
Quite a woman now, little Fan.
But you're to be a man, and never come back here again.
Fetch down Master Scrooge's box.
We've been together all Christmases long, and have the merriest time in the world.
You are to be launched, Scrooge, onto the dangerous seas of life, away from this cosy and kindly establishment where you have long been protected and cosseted by the loving hands of self and snap. But however you travel, Scrooge, to whatever distant parts of the empire, beneath what tropic sun or desert cold, you will always feel in your heart loyalty and gratitude to this great school, which has long given you succour, sir, and been your world. You will remember, promise you, yes. I see I I've touched your heart, your loyal spirit.
I promise you never to remember you, never to think of you again. Not if I could possibly help it. Come on, Fan.
A delicate creature, your sister Fan. She had a great heart.
She had, I can't deny that. God forbid.
She died a woman with, I think, children.
One child.
Your nephew.
Yes. Fred. Good old Fezziwig's alive again!
7 o'clock, you're home, Dick, Ebenezer.
Oh, Dick Wilkins, I dare swear it is all very much attached to me with old Dick Wilkins. Oh, yes.
Now, no more work tonight, boys. It's Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas is coming, Ebenezer. And what's the first thing we do Christmas Eve, eh, boys?
Have the shutters up, Mr. Fezziwig.
Shut us up, Ebenezer, before a man can say Jack Robinson. Now, hilly-ho there, let's have everything cleared away. There's plenty of room here. Hilly-ho, Dick, cheer up, Ebenezer.
Clear away. Oh, there wasn't anything we wouldn't clear away with old Fezziwig looking on.
Every movable moved away, my lads.
As though it's dismissed from public life forever.
Floor swept, logs on the fire, lamps trimmed. Ah, well done, boys. And welcome to the Fezziwig Ballroom and Grand Palace of the Dance. Bring on the music.
Oh, I remember that old fellow. He made an orchestra out of Fezziwig's desk and then it chewed up like 50 stomach aches.
So, let the revelry commence.
In comes Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. In come the 3 Mrs. Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable.
So, hilly-ho, with our cake and our negus, with our cold roast and our cold boil, with our minced pies and our beer, oh, with our fiddler, an artful dog, sort of lad who knows his business better than you or I could have taught it to him. Shall our Christmas ever die?
Never die.
Then let dancing commence.
I remember. Oh, no.
Some pushing. Round and round, with various stages of affection. They all
Well done. Well done. Oh, let supper commence.
When old Fezziwig stands out to dance with Mrs. Fezziwig.
As for her, she's worthy to be called his partner in every sense of the term.
one on either side of the door.
Shaking hands individually with every person as he or she goes out.
Wish him or her a Merry Christmas.
Well, hilly-ho, boys, and Merry Christmas.
What's the cheerful voices, darling?
The lads are left with their beds.
Which are under a counter in the back shop.
Small matter, isn't it? Give a party. We call us people so full of happiness.
Small?
Yes, sir.
Dear old Fezziwig. We're lucky to work for him, Dick.
Who else can make the boy from next door but one cheerful?
We'll get the cook skipping as high as the moon.
Or have the baker, who never smiles, like him fit to burst his breeches?
We'll turn this old warehouse into a grand palace of the dance.
God bless old Fezziwig.
Yes, Dick. Bless his old heart.
We spent a little, your bought some money. £3 or £4 perhaps. It's such a wonderful thing to do.
It wasn't the money, Spirit.
Did you say it's not the money?
Fezziwig had the power to make us apprentices happy or miserable. His power lay in small things like looks and words, not that you could add up or count up in a ledger. Yeah, the happiness he gave was quite as great as if it cost a
looks like it.
We're lucky fellows, aren't we?
So we are. Sleep well.
If we could skip and dance like him, when we're old.
And a Merry Christmas.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing in particular.
Something.
No, I just like to have a word or two with my clerk. Just now. That's all.
Then there must be no tax on the streets. I have always paid on the nail.
And collected on the nail too, Ebenezer.
So I must. Am I a charitable organisation? Will we not have expenses when we have a home together?
No, Ebenezer. Must be no.
You can't be expected to understand business.
I understand that we can never have a home together. For matter little. To you, very little. Another idol has displaced me. If it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, well then, I have no discourse to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
Is this the fair dealing of the world? It is so hard on poverty, and yet it condemns wealth. Is that fair of you, Belle?
You're too much afraid of the world. You want to be rich so the world cannot touch you. That's your master passion now. All else is forgotten.
Perhaps I've become wise at last. To what change towards you? Have I, Belle?
We used to agree long ago, and I would think otherwise if I could. But now you weigh everything by gain, and if you had forced your new argument at me, what repentance and regret would surely follow. So now I must release you from your promise, and I do so with a full heart. Goodbye now. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Oh, show me no more, spirit. Conduct me home, but why do you delight to torture me?
Won't shadow more.
Show me no more, spirit. I will not see it. I will not, and show me no more.
Oh, Henrietta! Henrietta, stop it! Stop tormenting your grandmother.
I don't mind. My dear, I don't mind at all.
It's Grandpa, I know it's Grandpa. It's Arthur.
Father, you spoiled them. You've run far too much.
Oh, never too much. It's Christmas. Belle, my dearest.
Those children. That daughter. You could have been in springtime and had the winter of your life. Now listen.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Who was it?
Yes?
How can I? Oh, I don't know. Mr. Scrooge?
Mr. Scrooge! I passed by his office window. He had a candle inside, so I could scarce help seeing him. His partner lies on the point of death, I hear. He sat there alone. All quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Oh, spirit! Remove me from this place!
I told you. These shadows are things that be. They are what they are. Blame them.
Oh no, remove me, spirit! I cannot bear it! I cannot bear it!
The bell strikes once. No shape appears. The enter of a blaze of ruddy light.
Which, being the only light, is more alarming than a dozen ghosts.
He's powerless to make out what it means. He gets up softly.
And shuffles in his slippers to the door.
Scrooge!
Oh, another spirit, I don't doubt it.
Come down here and know ye better, Scrooge. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You have never seen anyone like me before.
Never in my life.
Never walked out with my brothers. They're older than me, for I am very young.
I can't say I have, but do you have a large family, spirit?
More than 1,800. One born every year since the first.
But prodigious large family romance support. Well, conduct me where you will, Spirit. How exactly do we travel?
Through the air.
Oh, but Spirit, remember, I'm a mortal man. I drop like a stone, and I have a curious fear of heights.
Touch my robe.
Notice now on the ground below.
Ploughed in deep furrows, that cross and recross hundreds of times.
This isn't very cheerful. The climate, all the town.
There's lots of cheerfulness abroad. There are great, round, pot-bellied buckets and chestnuts, shaped like the waistcoats of jolly old gentlemen.
There are ruddy, brown-faced, broad-girthed onions, shining in the fatness of their growth like Spanish friars.
Winking in wanton shyness at the girls.
As they go by, glancing demurely at the hung-up mistletoe.
No, the grocer's nearly closed.
With the canisters rattling up and down like juggling tricks.
And the blended scents of tea and coffee, so grateful to the nose.
Oh, the raisins, so plentiful and rare.
The candied fruits, so caked and spotted, to be the coolest stomach of Broadway.
And subsequently bilious.
And the people so eager that they tumble up against each other and clash their wicker baskets.
And make all such mistakes in the best humour possible.
Do you use your charm on any kind of dinner on this day, Spirit?
On any freely given? On a poor one the most?
Why on a poor one most?
Because it needs it the most. Come.
They're not boiling yet, Mother.
Where's your father and Tim? And Martha? Martha wasn't even late last Christmas. Oh, where's our Martha?
Here's Martha, Mother.
Here's the potatoes boiling at last, all ready for the goose.
We were up past 11 saying a ball gown for a lady, and then we had to be up early to clean shop for Christmas.
Oh, well, never mind that, dear, as long as you're here. Go by the fire and have a warm. God bless you.
Thank goodness I can have a rest tomorrow.
Oh, your father can't. He has to be up early.
That's too bad. Why, I think? I know why. Mr. Scrooge. Let's go and good time, Martha.
Where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Oh, not coming. Oh, that's spoiled half our Christmas.
Don't worry, Father. Come on, Tim. Let's see how the goose will go.
How did our Tim behave in church, Bob?
Oh, as good as gold. Even better. But he comes out with the strangest things. On the way home, he said he hoped people saw him in church because he was a cripple.
Oh.
It might be pleasant for them to remember who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Oh, but our Tim's growing stronger each day, isn't he? Each day he grows more hearty.
The goose! Goose! Make way for the goose.
Mrs. Cratchit makes the gravy hissing hot.
Master Peter mastered the potato with incredible vigour.
Miss Glynis sweetens up the applesauce. Just the hot plates. And young Cratchit gets shares for everybody. Helps get some contribution to their mouth.
Lest they should treat goose before their turn comes to be served.
Now, for what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful. Oh, I don't believe there was such a goose cooked before.
Oh, the tenderness, size and cheapness.
And enough for all.
Eked out by the applesauce and potatoes mashed by me.
What a goose.
Tell me, Spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
If these shallows are not altered, then he shall die.
Oh, please, Spirit, let him live.
I said if these shallows are not altered, then no one who follows me will see him there. What of that, Scrooge? Does that concern you? If he should die, then let him die. and reduce the surplus population? Who said that, Scrooge?
You should never have said that.
Oh, man, forbear that wicked cant. Shall you decide what man shall live, what man shall die?
The pudding. Suppose it's not done enough.
Suppose it breaks up when you turn it out.
Suppose someone climbed over the back wall and stole it.
Ha ha!
There it is, safe and sound.
I had a moment of doubt about the quantity of flour.
Never you fear. It is a wonderful pudding. If I may speak without exaggeration, Mrs. Cratchit, I must regard this pudding as the single greatest achievement of our married life. Now, Merry Christmas to us all. God bless us.
God bless us. God bless us, everyone.
Now I give you one and all the good health of Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish he was here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast on, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
Oh, it should be Christmas indeed, when we drink the health of such an odious, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge.
Is it me she speaks of?
It is what she knows.
And you know it too, Bob. No one knows it better than you, poor fellow.
Remember, my dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake, and the day's sake, not for his. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be happy and merry, I'm very sure.
Mr. Scrooge. And the news I have for you, young Peter, is you are to be offered a junior clerkship at the most respectable company with whom Mr. Scrooge does business at a salary of, wait for it, full 5 shillings and 6pence by the week, which in all circumstances I consider princely.
Princely indeed. It's going to do with that, Peter.
Oh, no doubt he'll invest it at the stock exchange, as Mr. Scrooge does his, won't you, Peter?
So here's to Master Peter in his new position. Master Peter! And now it gives me great pleasure to call on the youngest Cratchit to entertain the company in song. 1, 2, 3.
God bless ye, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day, to save our souls from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Truly a fortunate family.
Why do you say that, Scrooge? Their shoes are far from waterproof and their clothes scanty.
True, they're not handsome nor well dressed.
That Peter's seen the inside of a pawn shop a time or two, I dare swear it.
But bear this in mind, Scrooge. They are happy with one another and contented with the times. Going on a journey.
Where do we go to exactly?
You'll know soon enough.
It's a great surprise to Scrooge, while thus engaged, to hear a hearty laugh. It's a great surprise to Scrooge to recognise it as his own nephew, and to find himself in a dry, bright, gleaming room, with the Spirit standing at his side, and looking at that same nephew with approving affability.
If you happen by some lively chance to know a man more blessed than alive than Scrooge's nephew,
Scrooge's niece by marriage laughs as heartily as he.
And their assembled friends, not being a bit behindhand, roar out lustily.
As I live, he said that Christmas was humbug, and he believes it too.
more shame to him, Fred.
Scrooge is a comic fellow, that's the truth. And not pleasant as it might be, he's a fancy scale of punishment. I've really nothing against it.
And I'm sure he's very rich, Fred, so you always tell me.
I love that, my dear. This mother's a you lose much, isn't it?
Indeed, I think he is a very good dinner.
I'm not sure who the boys make it ask. Ask who's the best. Old and strict and packed around the middle. What do you say, Topper?
I say I'm a bachelor. I say I'm a wretched outcast.
Topper has clearly got his eye on one of Scrooge's niece's sisters.
The one with the rose on her dress.
No, the plump one with the lace tucker.
So who am I to pass judgment on this beautiful young bride?
Go on, Fred. Never finished what you can say. He's such a ridiculous fellow.
What I was going to say was rudely interrupted. We should be sorry for Scrooge losing that pleasant moment to do him no harm. I think I should continue today.
What's the matter with all of us? Are we to have no games this year?
I'll be blind, man.
Oh, I suppose. There's a wretched outcast coming back. One, two, three.
I no more believe that Topper cannot see than I believe he has eyes in his boots.
I believe it's all a plot between him and Scrooge's nephew.
Away he's going after that plump sister with the lace tucker. Outrage, human nature.
Knocking down the fire irons, bumping against the piano, smothering himself in the curtains. Wherever she goes, there goes he.
He won't catch anyone else.
If you fall against it, I'll stand there. Only make a mistake and... Not there, he's not there.
But for all her rapid flutterings and silken rustlings,
He gets her into a corner from which there is no escape.
His conduct is most execrable. Pretending not to know her.
pretending it's necessary to touch her, to assure himself of her identity.
By pressing a certain ring upon a finger.
And a certain chain about her neck.
It's Miss Rosie.
What a surprise! Topper's behaviour is vile and monstrous.
No doubt, that is why the blood sister is taken off the door.
To tell him how vilely he's behaved.
Animal, vegetable and mineral.
Our time is nearly over.
Oh, but there's another game starting.
Very well then, but only a short while.
It's animal.
How many legs?
How many legs? 2.
Can you eat it?
Can you eat it? Yes. Can you eat it? Yes. It might gobble you up.
Has it got wings?
Has it got wings? Yes.
It's a turkey.
Is it a turkey?
Yes.
Hey!
It's animal.
Does it live in a menagerie? Is it ever sold in the market?
No.
Is it a horse?
Is it a horse?
No.
A duck? Can it be found in
Lives in London, yes.
Is it savage?
Is it savage?
Sometimes.
Does it growl and grunt?
Does it growl and grunt?
Yeah, quite often.
Is it an bird?
No.
Disagreeable?
Yes.
When you see it in a woman, is it red about the shoe?
No.
Is it bear?
Bit of a sore head perhaps.
Is it tight-fisted?
Is it tight-fisted?
Exceedingly.
I found it out. I know what it is, but I know what it is.
What is it then?
It's Charlotte.
Yes, there's plenty more, that's sure. Pure ingratitude not to do for yourself. So I say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man wherever he is. He wouldn't have took his promise, but it may have been nonsense. So raise your glasses one and all. And toast, Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge! My compliments to each and every one of you on this most auspicious, this most joyful of occasions. And I'd like to propose a toast to my nephew and niece, coupled with the names of Mr. Topper and the plump sister, who I would advise to purchase a small annuity for any future member of their family. This might be had as a
It's
small...
no use, Scrooge, no use. They can't hear you. We're invisible, don't you remember? We must go once again on our travels.
Our spirit lies so short.
My life upon this earth is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight, at midnight. Ah, the time draws nigh.
Forgive me, Spirit, if this is not an impertinent question, but I do see something strange, not belonging to yourself, protruding from your skirt. Is it a foot, perhaps, or maybe a claw?
It might well be a claw, for all the meat there is upon it. Look, man, down here, look and look. Look, man, down say of this, Scrooge?
They are... I suppose they are fine weakly children. Whose are they, Spirit? Are they yours?
They're man's. And they cling to me in fear of their father. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both, and all of their degree. But most of all, beware this boy. For upon his brow there is that written which is doom, lest the writing be erased.
Have they no refuge? No shelter?
Are there no prisons? No workhouses? Who said that, Scrooge?
Are you the spirit of Christmas yet to come? You are to show me things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Goes to the future. I fear you more than any of the other spectres I have seen so far, but I know your purpose is to do me good, and I hope to live to be a better man. I do hope that, Spirit. So I'm ready to bear you company with a thankful heart. Speak to me, Spirit. Speak to me, Spirit. Lead on, then. Lead me on, for the night is waning fast, and the time is precious to me. Lead me on, Spirit.
On the exchange among the merchants.
Hurry up and down and chink the money in their pockets.
Toy thoughtfully with their great gold seals.
I don't know much about it, really. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
You know, I thought he'd last forever. What was the matter with him?
God knows.
What's he done with his money?
No idea. Left it to his company, I suppose. There's no one close. Hasn't left anything to me, that's all I know. It's going to be a pretty mean funeral. Can't really think who'll go to it. Tell you what, why don't we make up a party and volunteer?
Well, I'll go if lunch is provided, but I must be fed if I ain't one of the party.
Well, I must admit, I'm the least interested of anyone. I never wear black gloves, and I very seldom eat lunch, but I'm always game for a funeral.
Yorkshire woolens are looking a bit sickly, aren't they?
Ah, yes, they are, but who knows? Anyway, look, been nice chatting to you, but I really must hurry. All right.
Bye.
Spirit, these conversations seem to lack significance. Whose death are they speaking of? Not of Jacob Marley's, because that is past, and your province is the future. Still, I will do my best to remember what we hear together. I will do my best to learn from it. Spirit, where am I in this future? Spirit, will you not tell me? Oh, that's me, Spirit. That's me. That's where I stand on change most mornings, under the clock. That's my place, Spirit. Oh, gazed upon my business as usual.
Scrooge fancies, from the turn of the head, that the phantom's eyes are looking at him keenly.
Makes him shudder and feels very cold.
The spirit leads him into an obscure part of the town, a place of ill repute, where Scrooge has never penetrated before.
Alleys and archways, like too many cesspools, disgorge their offences of smell, dirt, and life upon the straggling streets.
The whole area reeks. Crime. With filth. And misery.
And in this infamous resort, there is a low-browed betting shop. aboard.
Sitting among his wares is a grey-haired rascal, nearly 70 years of age.
He smokes his pipe in all the calm luxury of refinement.
Well, we couldn't have made it a better place. Yeah, come into the parlour. Oh, we're all well matched and suitable to our calling. Come into the parlour.
What's the odds, Mrs. Gilbert? What are you afraid of? We've all got the rights to take care of number one. I'm sure he did.
That's true indeed, no man more so.
Well then, don't stand there staring. Let's get on with the business. We're not going to tell tales on each other, I suppose.
No, indeed.
I should hope not.
And who's the worse for a loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
And if the wicked old devil wanted something kept after his death, why wasn't he more natural and kind during his lifetime? Then he might have had somebody to look after him when he was struck down, instead of lying, gasping out his last there, alone in plain sight.
That's the truest word ever was spoke.
It's a judgment on him.
It'd have been heavier one if I could have laid my hands on anything else. Open the Bible, Joe. Tell the expert. Speak out plain.
Hey, pray let me go first. I've got but little plunder.
Oh, all right, you old burial buzzard. Show us your wares.
Item, a seal.
5 shillings. That's generous.
Item, a pencil box and 2 buttons.
Half a crown. Not an inch further.
Item, a brooch.
Yeah. No great value. 9pence halfpenny. That's 8 shillings.
And threepence halfpenny.
All right, then, threepence halfpenny if you insist. I wouldn't give you another farthing, not if I was to be boiled in oil for it.
There's my arms, Joe.
Bed sheets to the number of 2. Towels, 2. Items of underwear, various. Only the day. Oh, silver teaspoons, old-fashioned. Sugar tongs, what don't look as if they've had much experience of sugar. 2 pair of boots in urgent need of the cobbler. Oh, give you £3 a lot, and that's stretching it. But that's my weakness. I always stretches for the ladies. Hey, if you ask me for another penny, I'll repent of being so liberal and drop off half a crown.
Now then, Joe, undo my bundle.
What's this then? Crown jewels, is it?
Articles of great value, as you will see when you spread them out.
What's this then? Bed curtains?
It is first time, old Joe. Bed curtains it is.
did take them down, rings and all, with him lying there.
Hey, of course I did. When else could I have done the job then? Lovely quality they are, as you can say for yourself.
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll do it too.
I wouldn't stop myself from reaching out for what I want. Not for the sake of such a man as he was. Hey, don't go getting oil on those blankets now.
His blankets, is they?
Well, he won't be taking cold where he is, I dare say.
Yeah. I hope he didn't die of nothing catching.
Only the meanness. And I don't know how infectious that is. Now, you can look through that shirt till your eyes ache and not find a hole or a threadbare place anywhere. It's the finest he had. And I'd have wasted of it if it hadn't been for him.
What do you mean, wasted of it?
Well, someone was fool enough to put it on him to be buried in. But I took it off again. It's rough calico ain't good enough for such a purpose. It ain't good enough for anything. And it's quite becoming to a corpse. Anyways, he couldn't look uglier than he did in fine linen.
This is where he kept his money then. Gold guineas, is it?
That's not for sale, old Joe. You've had your pickings, old man. This is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him while he was alive, so we can profit from his death. And I takes that very kindly indeed.
I see it now, Spirit. I understand it. The case of the unhappy man they have robbed might be anyone. That is the path my life was taking. Oh, merciful heaven, what is this? You want me to lift it, to see the face? Twitch of the finger would do it. Easy to see who lies there. I wish to obey you, Spirit. I long to do it. Forgive and understand me, Spirit. I cannot find the power in my finger to do the work.
Avarice, hard-dealing, gripping cares. They have brought him to a rich end, truly.
He lies in the dark, in an empty house, without a man, a woman, or a child to say that he was kind to this one or that, or to say that for the meaning of one kind word, I will be good to him.
The cat rushed at the door, and there's a sound of rats beneath the hearthstone.
What do they want in this room of death? And why are they so restless and disturbed? Scrooge does not dare to think.
Leave it, Fearfuls. My spirit, I will not forget its lesson. I said I understand, Spirit. I understand what you want me to do, but I have not the power. I have not the power, Spirit, to do the
be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Where have I heard those words before? I haven't dreamt them. Go on reading.
Oh, the colour hurts my eyes. They grow weak by candle light. Oh no, it wouldn't do to show weakness when your father comes home. It must be near his time.
Gone faster. He's got a little slower, I think.
I've known him walk very fast with Tiny Tim on his shoulders. Very fast indeed.
So right.
But Tim was light to carry, and your father loved him. So it was no trouble at all. Well, here's your father now.
So quick with your work, Mother. You'll have it all done by Sunday, you and Martha.
You went then, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have been there. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would always walk the Sunday. Oh, my little child. Oh, You'll never guess who I met today.
No, tell us, Robert.
Mr. Scrooge's nephew. And you'll never guess the kindness. He said I seemed a little down. Just a little down, you know. So I had to tell him about R2. And he said, I'm heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit. And he said, I'm heartily sorry for your good wife. By the way, I can't think how he knew that.
Knew what, my dear?
Why, that you're a good wife.
Everyone knows that.
Very well observed, my boy. I hope they do. Heartily sorry, he said, for your good wife. If I could be of any service, he said, and then he hands me his card. Very handsome, I'm sure. All printed and embossed. That's where I live, he says. Pray come to me. It wasn't for anything he might do, but for the kind way he said it, which was quite delightful. It was really as if he'd known our Tiny Tim and felt one with us.
I'm sure he's a good man.
Ah, you would be sure of it, my dear, if ever you was to meet him. I shouldn't be at all surprised now. Listen to this. Not at all surprised if he didn't get our Peter a better...
Our parting moment is at hand. Tell me. I beg you tell me. Who was the man that lay on the bed?
Here then, the wretched man whose name Scrooge is yet to learn, lies underground.
It is a worthy place.
Walled in by houses.
Overrun by grass and weeds.
Choked up by too much berry.
Fat, repeated appetite.
A worthy place.
Spirits, before I look at the tombstone, tell me, was I the man that lay on the bed? Tell me, spirit, are these shadows of things that shall be, or are they shadows of things that may be only? I beg you, spirit, tell me. My behaviour might have led to a certain end, but if I change myself completely, might that end not be different? Might it not, Spirit? Oh, please, Spirit, give me a little hope. Oh, tell me, Spirit, was I the man that lay on the bed? Tell me the worst of it. Oh, no! 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 Not I, Spirit! Not I! I'm not the man I was! I'm someone else now! Someone else entirely! I'm not the man I would have been if I had never had the pleasure of meeting From this day on, from now on, I will truly live in the past, the present, and the future. And the spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and Christmas time be praised. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as larky as a schoolboy. As light as a feather. As jolly as a jumping bean. I'm dancing like a dervish. Jelly as a jacktar. Oh, happy Christmas to all the world. And a happy new year all round. Oh, I don't know how long I've been along from the spirits. I don't know what day of the month it is. But never mind. I don't care. Oh, that's the window where I saw it all happen. Where I saw the spirits. Oh, cold, cold, bright, stirring, jovial, gay, cold, piping for the blood to dance to. Oh, heavenly sunlight. Oh, merry bells. Glorious, glorious. Hey, hello, boy. What's the day? What's the day?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day! Oh, the spirits have done their work in all one day. Of course they can. They can do anything. Hello, my fine buck. Come in.
Hello.
Now, do you happen to know the poulterers in the next street but one?
I should open it.
Oh, what a boy. A boy of enormous brain, an intelligent boy. A boy to breathe from. Now, do you happen to know if the prize turkey is still hanging there? Not the small prize turkey, but the big prize turkey.
What? The one as big as me?
Yes, my fine lad.
It hangs there. It's very memory.
Then will you nip round and buy it for Mr. Scrooge?
Are you serious?
Deadly serious, I do assure you. Go round there and buy it, and tell them to bring it here, that I may give them instructions as to where to send it. Come back with the boy, and I'll give you a shilling. Come back in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. Oh, I'm going to send it to Bob Cratchit, 2 Scribner's Passage, Camden Town. I believe that's it. Yes, that's it. Oh, the last person you'll think of that ever sent it is old Skinflint Scrooge. Why, it's such a magnificent bird, you'll think it dropped on its family out of the sky. It's a bird twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, what a monster! Oh, that bird could never have stood on its own legs. Just snap them off like sticks of sealing wax.
Where's it go, sir?
Scribner's Passage, Camden Town, neighbour of Cratchit. And never breathe a word as to who sent it.
Then pick away, sir.
But you can't carry that all the way to Camden Town. Not even Hercules could do it. You must have a cab. Efficient and likeable boy, will you call me a cab?
You're a cab, sir.
What a delightful boy. Right, now, here's the money for the turkey and the money for the cab. And here's half a crown for you, young sparkler, as promised.
Hasn't it seen them with the ghost of the Christmas presents? And Scrooge walks among them, his hands behind his back, greeting everyone with a delighted smile.
He looks so irresistibly pleasant that 3 or 4 people say,
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir, and a Merry Christmas.
Oh, of all the blithe sounds I ever heard, those are the blithest to my ears. Hello, gentlemen. It is exceedingly kind of you to call on me the other day. I hope you succeeded well. A Merry Christmas, sir, and to you, sir, a Merry Christmas.
Mr. Scrooge?
It is indeed Mr. Scrooge, although my
my name might not be pleasant to your ears, but allow me pardon and have patience, for I would like to put forward a small contribution, a modest sum.
Mr. Scrooge, did you say a small contribution?
Did you say a modest sum?
Blessed Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
Quite serious, I assure you, and not a farthing less. Quite many back payments are included in it. I'll say nothing more.
We don't know what to
Well,
say.
say nothing then, but come and see me.
Well, we will.
Will you come and see me? We will. Oh, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you 50 times. I'm much obliged to you. Thank you. Walk.
That anything could bring him so much happiness.
In the afternoon, he turns his steps towards his nephew's house.
He passes by the door many times before he has the courage to go up and knock.
Then he makes a dash and does it.
Ah, is your master at home, my dear? Nice girl, very.
Yes, sir.
Where is he?
He's in the drawing room, sir, along with the mistress. I'll show you the way.
Oh, thank you. He knows me. I'll come in then. Fred? Are you there, Fred? It is I, your Uncle Scrooge. Come to dinner. Sorry to surprise you, my dear.
1,000 times welcome. Look, my dear. It's Uncle Scrooge with the dinner at last.
Wonders will never cease, eh?
Very welcome, Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I take that very kindly.
Why don't you drink this, Scrooge?
Shall I? Oh, I take that very kindly indeed, too. Oh, thank you. Now, there's to be a party, eh? Games and all the jollity. Ah, Mr. Tupper, may I introduce myself? I'm Ebenezer Scrooge, Fred's Uncle Scrooge. I happen to have a game of animal, vegetable and mineral, which didn't have to happen. And my dear nieces, sisters, I must warn you, dear, to be particularly watchful of Mr. Tupper. And now we all have something to look forward to tonight, eh? Wonderful party, wonderful unanimity, wonderful jollity.
I think we probably should have, Uncle.
Oh, and wonderful games, eh? Do you think we could have one now? Just a small one to kick off the proceedings?
Oh, he's early now.
If only he could be first in and catch Bob Cratchit coming late.
That is what he sets his heart on.
And he does it.
Just as the clock is striking 9.
9 o'clock. And no Bob Cratchit.
1:15 and still no Bob.
Scrooge sits with his door open so that he may see his clerk come into the tank.
What time of day do you call this, Cratchit?
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
Are you indeed? Yes. A full 18 and a half minutes behind your time.
It is only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry, if you please, sir.
Now see here, my friend. I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary.
Now Bob doesn't know now that his master is taken completely with his senses.
He has the momentary idea of knocking Scrooge down with his own ruler.
And calling out to the people in the court for help in a straitjacket.
Merry Christmas, Bob. A merry Christmas that I've given you for many a year.
Are you sure you're feeling quite yourself, Mr. Scrooge?
My new self, Bob. My old self no longer. And therefore I'm going to raise your salary and try and help your struggling family. We could talk about that this afternoon over a Christmas bowl of mulled wine, good and spicy. But now, Bob, in the name of sanity, stoke up the fire and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I and cross another T. Bob Cratchit.
Or for it. Good old.
They all laugh to see the alteration
in him, but he lets them laugh, and little heeds them, for he is wise enough to know that nothing good ever happened on this globe, of which some people did not have their fill of laughter.
His own heart laughs, and that's quite enough for him.
Now Scrooge is a second father to Tiny Tim, who did not die.
A drop of rum, Mr. Scrooge, just to keep out the cold.
Oh, thank you, my dear, but I have decided to give up the spirits forever.
It is always said of Scrooge that he knows to keep Christmas well. If any man alive possesses the knowledge, then may that also be said of us, and of all of us.
God bless us, everyone.
Take you to get there and back then?
It took me about 20 minutes to get there, and it only took about 15 minutes to come back. Followed a lot of traffic going. Heard locker key was on the course. Now the other night, when I was going to fetch Stacey from Carole,
No, they're not for you, they're for me.
That's very sweet, thank you very much.
Where we're dumping our bags of chips on the two.
And go. Boy, it's an Scrooge.
ER is sponsored